Broadcasting from the business capital of the world, this is the Podcast Business News Network.
Every time we get together with her, it's mind-blowing. The messages for the soul that get revealed. And this all started with a few numbers that she gives out, and these numbers resonate with many of us. She did it for me 2 weeks ago. And just amazing. I very honestly mean one of the numbers that she revealed, and then what got revealed from this number was me. And it's amazing. She is Diane Gauthier, and she's back with us right now. Diane, welcome. How are you?
Very good. And yourself?
I'm good. I'm well. And I'm excited to find out what three numbers are going to basically direct us today in terms of what we're going to do.
Okay, this week, two things different. The first two numbers are numbers that they've been telling me for the last 2 weeks, but I chose my own numbers for my own personal reason. And this week, and I'm saying, and they're coming back, and I'm saying, okay, let me do this. So it's 36 and 24 was the numbers that they wanted me to pick for the last 2 weeks. And now I have a very weird sense of humor. Everybody that knows me knows that. And I chose the number that I never picked out before, number 69. So because I was in one of my moods, funny kind of mood. And I says, because some people get weirded out with that number. So and I said, let's go see what. And when, in my followers, that was the most popular number. Because people put their number on my site, before, and I started calculating them, see, okay, what is the most popular one? And I would have thought, because for the last 2 weeks, they've been asking 36 and, they've been telling me 36 and 24, that these would have been popular. Although my feedback after the reading was those three numbers were right to the point for different reasons with different people. That was, like I say, always amazes me. And the other thing also this week, which they have been telling me for the last few weeks, was to take my tarot cards, because I use the tarot angel cards. And in my brain, those are my working cards, which I don't get paid for this, so you're not getting them. And because they were after me for the last few weeks, I decided to take those cards also. And messages has been pouring in.
So I just want to double check, and for everybody, when you say you mean spirit guides have been directing you to use 36 and 24. Yeah. And same for the cards, to use the cards this time?
Same thing for the tarot cards versus the oracle cards, because usually with you, I've been always using the oracle cards. For me, these cards are, when I use them, it's before a reading, and it's always to tell them, okay, I'm ready to work. Let's go for these cards. And after that, I take the tarot ones, which are more, don't get me wrong, both of them does the same job, but one of them, the messages are more, the first one is just to ease people in. Tarot cards are the message, in the sense, if you thought that you had a message before, wait and see the difference today. Wow. Like in the sense of, it's really, they're more, why don't you understand what's not clear, kind of a thing. Okay, if I could say it this way.
Gotcha.
So we'll see right now what's going on with these three cards. So I hope that everybody picked a card, and I'm just happy. Steve sees me on the Zoom, but he's the only one, and I'm just happy. I just was rushing in my brain, just finished a reading. So here we're going to go. So with number 36, whoever picked card number 36 today, holy crap. I always, in my deck, I have beautiful, beautiful cards that I love to say those messages. And I have the other ones, the ones that are messages that needs to be said, but are, people took number 36. Some of you guys took card number 36 today. Is just to say to watch yourself, because you are being at this moment in time right now, being manipulated. People are playing with your brains. You're under somebody's thumb, if I wish. You are in a position with this card. When this card comes out for me, it's like you want to get out of it, but you're underneath the strength of somebody in some kind of form or manner, if you wish. Often enough, it's some people that's having, psychologically, how do you say that expression? They've been playing with your brain, like
a mind game.
Yeah, exactly. And you're not dreaming this, because sometimes, some people that are being abused, let's say mentally abused, it never comes out like a little thing. Nobody that I know, will say, I got mentally abused, and he just came right out one day and said, da-da-da-da to me. That's not the way it works. People that has this in their couple, that's not the way it works. It starts one day by, are you going to change? I'll wait for you. And you thought that you were pretty, but and it says, oh, well, put this thing, and then it's going to be like, I'll wait for you. Just put mascara or something, are you going to go out without no makeup? Then you're thinking, oh, I'm not pretty anymore. So your self-doubt's going down and down. This is what I'm saying. That card for me, this is what it is. Some people took card number 36 today, the number 36 today, and you're really going through that period or where you're being used and abused in some shape, form, or matter. Okay? So if ever this is what you're saying, and again, the people that is getting used and abused doesn't think so, because it started small. Some people will look at it from the outside, looking in and saying, well, you're being manipulated, you're being psychologically used. And the people said, no. Well, it's like the woman that the guy, well, he doesn't beat me up. He doesn't yell when he's not drunk. Yeah, but when he is, he does. You know what I'm saying? And it's to make that difference.
So I just want everybody to be clear with the number that you picked out, these numbers, 36 can resonate with somebody. If you're listening and it means something to you, this is what we're connecting it to. And there is somebody that is manipulating you and manipulating your mind.
Yeah, and you're not dreaming it. And for often enough, the people that are going through psychological mind-blowing things, like the mind game, they don't think they are, or they don't think it as very, very often, they don't think it's as bad as it is. And I gave the expression of when the person drinks. Well, like when he doesn't drink, he's really, really nice. How many nights a week does he drink? This is what I'm asking you. And if you get one beaten every month, well, then it's going to be a beaten every three weeks. And then it's going to be a beaten every 2 weeks, or a lash out. I say beaten, but it could be a lash out. You know what I'm saying? It never starts, I'm going to lash out at you every day. It starts little by little. But this is something for number 36. And like I said, I'm sorry, people, but this is the cards. And that's the difference between the tarot cards and the oracle cards. Oracle, we stay at the surface. This one, we're digging deep. This over here, it's them asking you to ask for help. You need help over here, number 36. You need help to get out of there. Okay, because doing it on your own, I'm not sure you'll be able to. Okay, so sometimes it's go and ask for help, go consult, or talk. Say what you're going through. Okay, very important for those. Very important for number 36.
And 36 could resonate in any way. It doesn't have to mean you're 36. Doesn't have to mean you're born in 1936. It could be anything. It could be you live at 36 Red Cliff Lane. Whatever it means to you, if it means to you, it might not mean anything to you.
Exactly.
All right, well, then disregard. But there are people that it does mean something.
And it could be at work also. Just to say, it's not always a home thing. It's sometimes also is at work. You're going through a bad time at work. This is somebody, number 36 right now, is somebody that is going through, at this exact moment, through bad time, either work, home, something like that. Okay.
Okay.
And like I say, ask for help to help you out over here. I see you doing some changes. I see that it's coming where changes will be made. But right now, as we're speaking, somebody, and I wanted to say also to people, sometimes we choose a certain number, but then as I'm going, you're saying, well, this one resonates to me more than the other one. Well, take that one. Okay. Some people, let's say some of your people over here didn't choose number 36, but they're saying, oh, shoot, she's talking to me. I got to do something. You know, I always say to people, you want your life to change, you got to do changes. It ain't going to change by itself. And it's not going to change if you sit on your chair and you're not moving, you're not doing anything about it. Okay.
And this is really a wake-up call for somebody that
Yeah,
resonates with number 36, the stuff that we're saying.
Yeah.
This is your keys to the future. You need to make a change, especially if there's somebody that's playing with your mind.
Yes. But, you know, people are, and often enough, people will say, I'm imagining this. It can't be that bad, you know, like, and like I say, often enough, if it's in a couple or, you know, like abuse at work. How many people that get abused at work, you know, but it's saying, well, it's my boss. I don't have a choice. I got to work. And I do understand that. But you could look for something else also, you know, like.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up
anyways,
because a lot of people, it's not really talked a lot about abuse at work, trauma at work, dealing with those situations. So I'm glad you brought that up.
And I will say something else, Steve. Sometimes it's a man. Where I was talking women, but a lot of times it's men. And how many times you will hear women about this? But I'm sorry, men go through this the same thing. Men get used and abused by their wives or their partner, or they get used at work also. It goes both ways, okay?
Yep.
So we're going to change for a happier card I'm hoping for. So number 24 right now.
Okay. You know what? Before you hit that card, before you go to that card, I believe we have a call. So I want to see if they're... Hi, can you hear? Can you hear us?
Hi, yes, I can hear you guys.
Oh, okay. What's your name?
My name is Anna.
Anna is checking in from Orlando, Florida. Now, these numbers don't resonate for her.
Okay.
But she's calling to see if you have anything for her. I don't know. Is that something you could do by speaking with her?
You know what, Anna? I'm going to go for the Oracle cards. Okay. Mm-hmm. And I will see if you have, so Anna for Orlando. So we're going to try this with the Oracle cards. And now I'm switching from one deck to another. This is not usually what I do. So we'll see how it comes out. So if I were having, they would have a message for you today, Anna. The message would be, oh, Cupid. Okay, so you got the message of Cupid. Now over here, I would say, you know what? Because Cupid comes in in both ways. It comes in of you having to let a love go. Now, when I'm saying this is something that already happened, that because Cupid could go both ways. It could be you letting somebody go or somebody's coming in. Right now, I'm seeing you that let somebody go. I don't
and
see.
Are you in a relationship that maybe doesn't support you?
Yeah, basically. That's pretty spot on.
Yeah. You know, and this is what it is. I would say to you, Anna, just let it go. Okay. Don't try to bring it back. Just let it go. Just let it go.
Do you hear that, Anna?
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I did.
I mean, if you're on the fence on whether you should continue and just kind of ride it out a little bit more, according to the cards today, they're saying just go, move on.
Yeah. It's already too far gone to come back.
Say that again, Diane.
it's already too far gone. There's been too much things in between. You know, sometimes something happens, and then you got things that happen in between.
Yes.
For now, I don't see it coming back.
Too much pain and hurt and challenges there for
Exactly.
that relationship to continue.
Exactly.
I don't know if you were expecting to hear that today, but that's what
No,
we
I
got.
didn't, but that's actually spot on.
Is it?
Actually,
Wow.
it's pretty good to hear that I should let go.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sometimes we need a little kick to move us forward, and that was in the card, and Diane interpreting that. So thank you very much for checking in.
Thank you so much to you guys. I appreciate it.
We appreciate
Thank you to
Thanks a
you,
lot.
Anna.
Wow. Okay.
Okay.
That's
So
the
it's working.
reality. Yeah. You know what? I truly believe when you're in those situations, you know what the answer is, but you didn't even know what she was going through, and that
Yeah.
card had that answer. Just like final nail in the coffin,
Yeah.
basically. Just it's time to go. Interesting.
But you know, sometimes you just need to know that you're on the right track, even when it's not the track you want to be on.
Exactly.
You
Yeah.
know, and sometimes life brings you places. Life is funny that way, you know. When you deal what you need to deal with, then things are much better. Because if people would only understand, sometimes I say that the universe sends you signs, the universe sends you things to deal with. And when you run away from it, it will keep on following you. But once you face it, it will disappear. You know, like it will go away. Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
It's because if you don't face it, what I'm saying is, I'm sorry I cut you off, but if you don't face it, it's just going to come back, smack you even harder the next time. So it depends. What do you want to live? You want to live a not fun right now or a worse time later? This is what I'm trying to say.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Okay.
Interesting. I don't want to run out of time. Let me double check here because we have two more numbers to get to. And yeah. Okay. So you started on 24. You didn't even get to 24. And then Anna
I started
checked
not 36. I
No, you
started
did
on
36.
36. I'm on 20.
I meant you just
I'm on-
began. You just began 24.
Yeah, I just began. And that card is the life experience. Whoever picked card number 24 today, first of all, you are drawn to something that's pulling you forward. So keep on going that way. Okay. You have somebody watching over you that is pulling you forward. And it's like you're going to it's like you're going through a blind spot right now. You're going like people that can't see, you know, like you're just following, but you have to trust the process. You're in that thing, okay, of trusting the process, because it's like you're going blind. You're going towards it, but you're saying, holy macaroni, you know, like you're going blind. You're just trusting the process, because the life experience card is you leaving something big behind to go forward with something else. You left already something big behind. So already you're, how could I, not scared, but you're uncertain, you know, you left something big, you left something that you knew, you know, it's like somebody that leaves a couple, you knew what you had, you don't know what you're going to get. And this is frightening, you know, but right now you're feeling pulled, you know, like you're feeling that you should go forward with this. You're feeling, you know, like I see you going blind into something. You know, so something's pulling you forward, and I see you for somebody, number 24 right now. It's like you're going, you know, you're putting your hands in front because you're saying, am I going to fall? Am I not going to fall? No, you're not going to fall, and just go. Things are really nice looking for you because the worst is done. It's you leaving. That was the worst part. So whatever's coming afterwards, it's only going to be best. You did what was best for you. And now it's just because you have the feeling, you know, I'm laughing, but it's not funny, because when people are walking blinded, you know, like, because they have to trust. And a lot of people, trust is hard. So, you know, like, trust into the process, but it's very, very good for numbers 24 today. Very, very good. But again, somebody that passed over, you have a guide or somebody that's passed over that's really, really guiding you and pulling you in the right direction, which that is you.
Gotcha.
because we have this card time after time about direction. It's like you right now following the right direction finally, but you're going blind because it's not within your path that you're used to. Just saying and putting it out there.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
And this
And
is coming straight
number
from
69.
It's a good number. What do you got?
Okay, number 69 here. Woo, the wheel. Okay, number 69. There's a lot of things going on in your life right now. And I see your little foot going like this saying, okay, enough is enough. Because you're dealing a lot of things. There's a lot of, sometimes we want to deal a lot of things. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying right now is you're dealing a lot of things right now. You're sort of kind of tired of it. You're saying, okay, I don't mind dealing a lot of things, but things has to go my way somewhere, somehow. Because you want to deal a lot of things. You asked for it, you got it. That was a commercial, Toyota. Like you wanted it, you got it. But now it's like overwhelming you, okay? It's like you're overwhelmed right now. So you're like this. So you decided, okay, I'm going to block myself because I'm overwhelmed and there's too much coming at me right now and things has to slow down. Well, yes, things will slow down, but not right away, okay? So what you're living right now, just live it. Take it in stride. You got to live it? Dang. Go for it. Like instead of resisting it, because over here I see you're impatient, but you're also resisting, 24 hours in a day, you cannot put any more in. God knows I try to cram some more hours in my day a lot of times, but that does not work. So over here, it's, like the impatient of wanting for things to go faster. And then a lot of things going and, like the impatient things, but also you going, it ain't going your way like you predicted that it would go. So me, I did such changes. And for me, because I decided today that I was doing these changes, things would change like this. Bang, no, it doesn't happen that way. Like because you decided, because you are ready to change certain things, doesn't mean they will change because you are ready now. Okay. They will change. Don't worry. They will change, but it's going to take a while before it does. Okay. This is like the pregnant woman that gained 9 months. She gained pounds, but as soon as she has her baby, she wants to lose all the weight. It ain't working that way.
Right.
It took you 9 months to get it. Yeah.
You got to be patient.
You have to be patient over here because over here, I feel you impatient and a lot of things going on. Okay.
Gotcha.
So what was your number? I'm curious. Me, I would say you picked number 24, but this is me. But what number did you pick today?
Me personally?
Yeah. Did you pick a number?
I would say it would be 24. And I already picked the number out. And there's a loose reason why I picked that number. These numbers didn't resonate with me as much as the other numbers the last couple of weeks. And again, I won't go into detail, but there was one number that blew me away. And that the number blew me away that you even had that out of any number on the planet in the universe. And then the message was also spot on. But I would say it's 24 for me.
Yeah. For me, 24 is what resonated me for you today. But again, like I said, Steve, again, I put these numbers out. So, some people, some weeks will tell me I have no numbers. They're just going to listen to the message. They don't have any number particularly for any particular reason, but there's a message that's going to come in for them at that point. Parce que like today, you didn't have particular numbers. I'll pick 24 just because these are my choices she gave me. So I'll just pick one out of nothing particular, but, I don't have, this is what I have as a choice.
Right.
It's like you get into a potato stand. Well, don't expect to eat a steak. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, this is the menu. This is what you got. From this menu, what do you pick? And for you, like when I was reading it at one point, because I heard something. So this is why for me was for you, that message today.
Gotcha. Yeah.
So,
and I'm glad we got a chance to read it.
That's the way it is, like it's just
Interesting reading for Anna with the relationship. I do want to say we're just about out of time, but instantfeedbacksteve@gmail.com. If you want to give us some feedback on any of the numbers and the reading, we could always read those next week. If somebody wants to connect directly with you, Diane, how do they do that?
Okay, you got my email, which is diane.tarot, Tarot, @outlook.com. You could send me an email, and you could go also on my Facebook page. So it's Diane Gauthier, Gauthier, Messages for the Soul. You see me there every Tuesday night, 7:30, where I put numbers and I interpret the numbers of the week, basically.
Yeah, and what
so
you
that
do
is the ways to see me.
Tuesday nights, basically the same thing we're doing here. And if somebody's on your Facebook page, the group page there, they can reach out to you, right? They can reach in real time.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, because you could chat with me live when I'm on there, and you don't have to be, you could adhere to my group. That's not what I'm saying, but you could just stop by, like on your way in, and you just go there, and it's open to the public. So it's going to be, I'm going to be happy to see you guys.
As always, Diane, fascinating doing all of this. And I'm still blown away by Anna, who, you could tell in her voice she was in a relationship that needs to end. And this was
you know, and it's not always something that is nice to say, but it's something that needed to be said.
And that is Messages for the Soul.
Exactly. That's what you need to hear.
Yeah.
So
thank you again, Diane. We'll talk next week. Okay.
Okay, perfect. See
Thank
you.
you.
Are you looking for even more of the podcasts and hosts that you love? The Podcast Business News Network is proud to announce that you now have even more ways to listen live. Check out the MyTuner Radio, online radio box, and Simple Radio apps on iOS and Android, or find us online. Search for Business News Network on mytuner-radio.com, or search Podcast Business News Network on streama.com and onlineradiobox.com/US. Take your podcast on the go and don't miss a minute of the action.
Broadcasting from the business capital of the world, this is the Podcast Business News Network.
For nearly 2,000 severely injured veterans, everyday life has become filled with barriers.
Day-to-day simple tasks can become pretty daunting.
I have to carry my chair up 2 flights of steps or have somebody do it for me.
What scares me the most is just the falling.
When I'm struggling with my house, I think, to have that one great barrier just knocked down, it's crucial.
Home for Our Troops is a wonderful nonprofit that builds a
mortgage-free, fully adaptive, handicap-accessible house.
And there's no catch.
It'll be our very first home that we've ever owned.
This is a game changer.
This is where your life begins again.
We need you to join us in completing this important mission. Please visit hfotusa.org and help build homes and rebuild lives.
Because of you, everything's going to be okay.